The pinnacle of the Catholic Mass occurs during the Eucharistic prayer when the priest consecrates the host to become the body, blood, soul, and divinity of Jesus Christ, the Word made flesh. God humbles himself to become bread for one reason only, so he can become one with us and draw us back to him. This unity happens in our reception of the Eucharist. There are two main ways that members of the Church receive the Eucharist: on the tongue and on the hand. While both methods are considered legitimate, the Church has a preference towards receiving on the tongue. In the 1969 Memoriale Domini, or the Instruction on the Manner of Distributing Holy Communion, over 2,000 bishops voted on whether distribution of Holy Communion on the hand should be introduced. Over half of these bishops agreed that this change should not occur. But why? What makes receiving on the tongue better than receiving on the hand? The beautifully microcosmic nature of the consecrated host is one that calls for the utmost reverence and humility. These bishops worried that the introduction of receiving on the hand would lead to a decrease in reverence for the Eucharist. By allowing individuals to receive the Eucharist in the same way that they eat ordinary bread, the bishops worried that the laity would slowly begin to consider the Eucharist as something much more ordinary than it truly is. Conversely, receiving on the tongue can more easily express reverence and humility. When the priest celebrates the Mass, he is acting in persona Christi, or in the person of Christ. This means that when he is consecrating and distributing the Eucharist, he is acting not as himself, but as Jesus Christ. By receiving the Eucharist on the tongue, we affirm that as people not acting in persona Christi, we are unworthy to touch the body of Christ. This action, if done with the right intention, can express our lowliness, showing reverence proportional to the glory of the sacrament. In the cases that communion would begin to be distributed on the hand, however, the 1969 bishops noted that it must be introduced first to well-catechized, well-prepared groups. This is because there is no guarantee that reception on the hand will lead to decreased reverence. Rather, for individuals with a proper understanding of the glory of the Eucharist and a will to treat its reception with the utmost respect, receiving on the hand can be a reverent expression. What it really boils down to is personal reflection on how you believe you can best outwardly express reverence for God in the Eucharist. So the next time you attend Mass, think about God's sacrificial act of love done for your sake. How will you show your reverence in response?